what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Oh, it's so nice to have such a big body.
Makes the grab on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the right. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's high. Getting... And the ball's out, and they're after it. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
North Carolina, 0.
The Tar Heels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
They'll go back to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make it.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Power football with the run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got his man downfield. And his way to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays.
Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grabbed on the outside. It's quick. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Lamb. Still running at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Alabama is on the short side of things right now. But like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, North Carolina.
This offense is high-octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's high. They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off. Lost the defense, he's wide open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal offense.
That big play for the offense will be nullified by a penalty, and if you want to frustrate your coaches, yeah, that's the way to do it. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Memphis picking up the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room headed to the goal line. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort.
Stumbled to the ground.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
He'll ride his man on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Poor mechanics by the quarterback lead to that fumble. You've got to keep 2 hands on the ball. You know those D linemen are trying to swat away at it, and they were able to force that turnover.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's high. Makes his connection. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Coming after it. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got a man, it's Kane. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field, going to take a shot. And that pass is caught at the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lamb. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield, that's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that.
They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Memphis. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Gore. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
2nd down after that incompletion. Wants to throw. It's high. Puck nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the defense doing work. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go to the offense, be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 10 to Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get to him. Buys a little time. Looking for his man in the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run.
Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional.
And more yards after contact. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gore. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense set for a first down play. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
On the play. Third down coming up.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Between the uprights, it's good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Memphis picking up the tempo. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, it's high. Floating away. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the middle. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Complete downfield. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Little touch pass to the receiver. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Memphis. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes a connection. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Gore. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Connection to the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom dinner. They're trailing by 14 to Texas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They're going to ride this running back. And it's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. To throw, it's high. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. You can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal range.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's high. Going over the top. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. To the air. It's high. Touchdown, Tigers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And they did tack on the extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
It's now 2nd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in